All right, good morning and happy Tuesday. We are live talking about a few things. We had thunderstorms yesterday, a lot different than what it looks like outside at the moment. It is a clear and sunny start to our Tuesday, and things are going to be a lot nicer today and a lot more pleasant, but also hot. We're expecting highs in the 90s today, which we'll go over in just a minute. But first, talking about a few things, of course, right here, what you're seeing is our year-to-date rainfall. We're doing fantastic. As a matter of fact, we're running about 2 to 3 inches above normal for where we should be this time of year, this time in May. So, 2024 has been generous. We've seen pretty good rainfall. Back in January, first month of the year, we saw over 6 to 7 inches of rain in some spots in San Antonio. February, March and April were pretty good regarding rain, and this month has been pretty nice as well. Earlier yesterday, we picked up about 1/4 of an inch in San Antonio, but there were some spots in southern and southeastern Bexar County towards Atascosa, Wilson County, towards Frio and Zavala County that did pick up upwards of 2 to 4 inches of rain just in yesterday alone. So it has been a productive start to May. We're halfway through the month. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Just want to make sure audio is working A-OK before we get started. That sounds good to go. All right, so before we get going on what to expect today and our next chance for weather, severe threat weather, that's on Thursday, we're talking about this right here, 11.96 inches of rain. Now, to put into perspective on how great that is, back in 2022, a couple years ago, San Antonio only picked up 11.51 inches of rain. Now, our average annual rainfall is usually about 32 to 33 in 1 year and 12 months time, and 2022 was so dry. That was the second driest year on record, as a matter of fact, here in the city's history. Our records date back to the 1880s, so we have about 150 years of rainfall data, and when you compare that to normal, it's way below it. But the fact that we're now currently sitting for 2024, we're in May, midway through May, and we're doing fantastic. We're at 11.96. We're nearing a foot of rainfall, which, again, just to reiterate, that's above normal for this time of year. And we've already surpassed the entire year of 2022. Back in that year, 11.51, we're at 11.96. So we're doing great. We're doing fantastic. Our rainfall so far this year has been very productive. Back in 2023, last year, our year rainfall was 20.01 inches. We're over halfway to that. And I think at this kind of pace we're dealing with and this kind of pattern we're in 2024, we're likely going to surpass 2023's rainfall. So we're doing pretty good so far for spring and so far for 2024 for our year-to-date rainfall. Okay, outside right now it is beautiful. Clear skies, bluebonnet skies, not a cloud in sight in the wake of those showers and thunderstorms earlier yesterday. It's really pulled out the moisture from the atmosphere. Now things are stabilizing. High pressure is pretty much in control aloft and in our upper levels in the atmosphere. So we're going to see some sinking air motion today, which will help heat us up. We're expecting highs in the lower 90s this afternoon here in San Antonio. But yes, clear skies across Morgan's Wonderland Camp. Same thing at Calaveras Lake. Near downtown San Antonio with our Skycam, very similar conditions, but beautiful weather. I mean, it was a gorgeous morning. Humidity was down. Lows were in the upper 60s, lower 70s. It felt very nice and pleasant to kick off our Tuesday. So as a live look outside, here's radar, bone dry. It is quiet. We have a few clouds out near Houston. Otherwise, it is a clear day across the state. If you're doing any traveling, you're A-OK anywhere you go. Okay, so from the 24-hour rain estimates, it was very productive. Some saw more rain than others. If you look closely at this map, I'll zoom in and show you what we have. You can see between Uvalde, southern Medina County to Frio County, Atascosa County towards Wilson County, pretty good rainfall in some of those brighter green colors. We'll zoom in and show you some of these rain estimates across the South Texas region. Anywhere from northern Zavala County and southern Uvalde County all the way towards Floresville and even towards Gonzales and Cuero and Kennedy and Carson City. That's where some of these rain totals were exceeding 3 to 4 inches of rain in just a few hours. That rain window was basically between about 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. So in about 6 hours time, upwards of 4 inches of rain fell north of Pearsall. between there and Hondo, Highway 90, between there and Uvalde, north of Crystal City, parts of Atascosa County and southern Bexar County did see rain on the range of 3 to 2 inches, especially between Somerset, Von Ormy, towards St. Hedwig, maybe towards Elmendorf. That's where we picked up on some pretty good beneficial rain earlier yesterday. Out near Gonzales, about 1 to 2 inches of rain near I-10 north of Gonzales, probably about 1/10 of an inch. So there were a lot of areas north of I-10 towards, let's say, Bulverde, Austin, Kerrville. That didn't see much. It was just kind of a passing area of showers, but the heavier downpours and highest rain accumulation was between Uvalde, I-35, southwest of San Antonio, towards Floresville, Wilson County, and south of Seguin. So that was some pretty good rain from earlier yesterday, and anything counts, and anything really does help with summer around the corner. Remember, in June, July, and August, those are historically hot, dry months. So the more we can get in spring, the better as we prepare to endure another hot summer. All right, are the lakes full again? Miss, who asked that? Sue Ann? Marie? Yeah, so the lakes, I actually have a graphic on that. Let me pull that out. Lakes are doing okay. Canyon Lake, decent. But here are the current lake levels as of today, May 14th, 2024. So Canyon Lake, 58.3% full. It's down about 20% from where it was yesterday. Not yesterday, last year. These are 1 year changes, excuse me. So the right column, I'll zoom in. The right column represents where the lake levels were at 1 year ago, and the left column represents what it is today. So notice Canyon Lake is at 58.3%. Medina Lake, not well at all. It was at 5.2% 1 year ago. Now it's at 2.7%. It's cut in half, so it's doing even worse. Yes, rain is helping a little bit for some of our lakes, but the thing is, with lakes, it's not as easy as rivers to fill. You really need consecutive months and years worth of rain to fill up lakes. I mean, they're just large bodies of water. So Medina Lake not doing well. The Amistad Reservoir, or the Lake Amistad, 27.9%, down from 35.8%. Not bad, but still trending in that wrong direction. Choke Canyon, south of San Antonio, on I-37, 22.8%. That's down from 31.5% 1 year ago. And another significant change is Lake Corpus Christi, south of San Antonio. It was at 75.8% 1 year ago. Now it's down to 39.8%. That's almost cut in half, right? So that's an update on our lake levels. I'll have a story and a story on this later today, airing on the 5 o'clock show. So tune in to Ken's 5 News at 5 later today on an update, more elaborate, detailed update on the lake levels across South and Deep South Texas. Okay, so let's talk about outside right now. It is a clear day. That's our sky cam. Temperature-wise, sitting at 82 degrees, already jumping pretty quickly. 82 at the airport, 82 at Stinson. Winds are from the southwest, so a drier wind versus a southeast wind from the Gulf of Mexico versus a humid wind. Dew point, it's rising, but it has been trending down because of those storms last 24 hours yesterday morning. They really pulled out the moisture from the atmosphere, moving farther east now towards the southeast United States. Now we're in the wake of it, and air is slightly drier. It feels a little bit more comfortable outside, but it is still warm. Lower 80s across the region. Let's show a more detailed map on those temperatures as we show you the metro. Oh, yeah, ouch on those lake levels. Not doing well at all. We could be doing better. And you'd think that we're doing a lot better because of just so much rain we've seen this year and this spring alone. But yeah, the lake levels are really suffering right now. Okay, metro temperatures. 82 in San Antonio, 79 at Bernie, 81 at Bandera. Let me switch something up real quick. Give me 1 second. Neutral blue, perfect. There we go. 84 at Divine, 84 at Pleasanton, 81 at Stockdale. So we have upper 70s to lower 80s. Not getting a reading out of Hondo at the moment, but it is warm outside. 78 LaGrange, good afternoon, good morning. It's still morning hours, right? 11:30 morning, yeah. Del Rio in our western counties. Today's high, 91 to 92 for your Tuesday. It's going to be warm. To put into perspective, average high for this time of year is 86. Instead, we'll be maxing out in the lower 90s, about 5 to 6 degrees above average. So it's going to be a warm day. It's going to feel a lot more summer than, more like summer than spring. But it'll be clear, it'll be sunny, it'll be comfortable. And regarding the humidity, it's really tomorrow and Thursday, those southerly winds pick back up from the Gulf of Mexico, increasing the humidity, surging in moisture, and cloud cover and rain does return on Thursday. So again, high temperatures, 91 today. We'll zoom in on that. If you have any questions, good morning, Carmen. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your Tuesday. Good morning, Carmen, and good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's going to be a lot different than yesterday. Yesterday we had storms, showers, and even some severe weather south of San Antonio between La Pryor, Uvalde, Devine, Moore, I-35 towards Floresville, Poteet. Saw some wind damage earlier yesterday. We were tracking it minute by minute. There was a large hail core west of Poteet moving into Poteet and Pleasanton. Thankfully, it collapsed, the hail core, but there was still a vortex in the thunderstorm. It was rotating. There was a little bit of rotation. We had some inbound winds and outbound winds on radar, meaning in Poteet and in Pleasanton, some of those localized pockets, if you were underneath that right perfect thunderstorm, it was producing winds of 70 to 80 miles an hour. It was a dangerous thunderstorm earlier yesterday, moving through Atascosa County in Poteet and Pleasanton yesterday. Now things are quiet. Temperatures will be in the 90s today. It'll be warm and it will be humid. Let me talk more about this because depending on where you're at, the forecast will vary a little bit more. By tomorrow morning, cloud cover humidity returns, but let's rewind this back. So by 4 o'clock today, 91 to maybe 92 in some areas in the metro. If you're watching from maybe like Helotes, if you're watching from Devine, maybe towards St. Hedwig, towards Converse and Schertz, there will be a couple areas around the metro that do reach 92 degrees. Otherwise tonight, it'll be a quiet evening for any late night plans. If you're heading out to dinner, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, a light breeze, 5 to 15 miles an hour at best. And then by tomorrow morning, early Wednesday, we're halfway through the week and cloud cover does return. There will still be some sunshine mixing through in the morning. Sunrise will be around 6:45 in the morning. Most of the cloud cover banking out west between Del Rio, Hondo, and San Antonio. A few areas clear in LaGrange up I-35 towards Austin, San Marcos, Floresville, and down towards Beeville. But yeah, looking pretty good. No rainfall tomorrow morning. There will be some patchy to dense fog in some areas around San Antonio, but it should be a quiet morning to kick off early Wednesday. But mostly clear today. Cloud cover returning tomorrow morning, just in some lower to mid-level clouds. Okay, so as we progress through the next couple days, again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We'll be talking weather for the next 10 minutes. I'll be live on KENS 5 News at noon with another update on weather and more local news as well. Tomorrow morning, again, cloud cover moving in. What we're going to watch very closely is a couple of disturbances out west. Now, as we go into Thursday, what you look for in the upper levels are these little dips in the atmosphere. We call them troughs. Sometimes if they really branch off from the jet stream, we'll call them cutoff lows. And when you have low pressure, you have rising air, vertical motion, and you have clouds. And if it's strong enough, it'll produce showers and thunderstorms if you have the right ingredients in place. But notice, as I zoom in, this is fast forwarding into Wednesday. This is tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. You have one of those weak dips in the upper level flow, kind of a tilted trough out near Los Angeles, Southern California, Northern Mexico, and towards the desert Southwest. When you have that kind of setup and then you start increasing moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, humidity comes back in, and you have some moisture coming in from the Pacific, that sets up a pretty good atmosphere for rain chances. And watch how it closens and nears us by Thursday afternoon. So you'll see as we time this back, this is Wednesday morning, fast forwarding into Wednesday night and Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon, that trough weakens a little bit, it retreats farther north, but it's moving over Texas. And then when you're in that zone where you're on the southeastern side of the trough, you got a lot of lift, you have a lot of dynamics in play. You have a lot of rising air. You do have a lot of cloud cover, so it looks like Thursday will be mostly cloudy. But you have a lot of energy in place. You have these ripples in the atmosphere. We call them short waves, and they move right over Texas. And that'll produce on and off showers on Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. So we'll have to watch it very closely. Radar may get a little active on Thursday. Right now, the severe weather threat is low, but of course that may change by tomorrow. Bottom line, we're expecting the rain chance on Thursday because of this setup as a deepening area of low pressure, a trough swings across the states. And we're going to be on a favorable side of rising air and energy, and it looks like a few showers and thunderstorms will be possible on Thursday in the morning and then in the afternoon. So let's time this out, and we'll show you what it may look like. This is just one forecast model. This is actually a high-resolution model. Towards Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, it'll transition from a short-range to a long-range model. So let's see. Next couple of days, today, tomorrow, sunny, high temperatures in the 90s. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Wednesday evening, there may be a couple of isolated storms between Del Rio, George West, Poteet, towards Corpus Christi. There will be one or two isolated showers and isolated storms around tomorrow night. So that's something to keep an eye on. As we fast forward into Wednesday night, Thursday morning, notice cloud cover, humidity returns. There will be a few showers and a few areas of light rain and drizzle Thursday morning. But as we fast forward to Thursday afternoon, you get daytime heat, a little bit more coverage on some scattered light rain around San Antonio. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. We're doing a little tour in the newsroom. Bill Taylor is, so you may hear some applause in the background. But anyway, we're looking at rainfall for Thursday. Notice by about 11 a.m. lunchtime on Thursday afternoon, you can see scattered rain will be around. Nothing severe at this time. But as we fast forward through Thursday afternoon, here's 2 p.m., a couple of isolated storms lighting up north between San Marcos, Austin, towards Kerrville, towards the Hill Country, and towards central Texas. There will be a couple of isolated storms that do light up Thursday afternoon that could produce hail and strong winds. Now, this particular forecast model says most of the action farther north, but these models, they update every 6 to 12 hours. So you have to tune back in later tonight and see what the update is. Right now, the model is saying a lot of the action farther north towards Waco, central and north Texas, maybe clipping Austin and maybe parts of San Antonio. Thursday around 4 and 5 p.m., daytime heat helping out with that. A couple of isolated showers Thursday evening. Here's the long-range model, so we lose the high resolution. But between Thursday night and Friday morning, you can see this activity will move farther southeast towards Houston, towards southeast Texas, and towards western Louisiana and away from us. So you'll see, I would say between Thursday night and Friday morning, the weather threat does shift farther east towards Houston, towards western Louisiana, like Lake Charles. So if you're traveling anywhere towards down I-10, towards Houston, maybe towards Beaumont, towards Galveston, late Thursday and early Friday, that's where the rain will be moving in. We'll get some of it Thursday night, but it looks like heavy rain, Louisiana will be the main chance and threat and focus for the heavier downpours and severe threat. Okay, 7-day forecast. Tomorrow it is going to be a little warmer, 92, 93, lows in the middle to lower 60s, very comfortable mornings. But the humidity does surge back in on Thursday in the morning and the afternoon with more moisture that comes with fuel, and it looks like that'll fuel a couple of showers. Right now, 40% coverage on scattered rain Thursday. If we do see a thunderstorm, it'll be after lunchtime. Daytime heat highs in the upper 80s. That'll help spark off a couple of isolated storms on Thursday. 87, 89 on Friday. We may see a lingering storm Friday morning as skies clear Friday afternoon. High near 90 degrees. And this weekend, it's going to be beautiful. Make plans. It will be warm, though. We're climbing up the ladder. Temperatures will recover fast. We're looking at lower to middle 90 Saturday and Sunday with a high of 95 next Monday. And it looks like next week will be pretty quiet as well. Outdoor plans, Karn City Saturday. What do you think from Alex? It should be perfect, Alex. If you're doing anything outdoors Saturday, anyone across the area, this next system moves in between Thursday and Friday. But after that, rain moves east in its wake, high pressure, and it looks like anywhere across South Texas, maybe across the state, it looks pretty quiet. So Karn City looking very nice. It will be warm in Karn City, The farther south you go, highs will be in the 90s, lows will be in the 60s. Clear skies, and it will be warm. Average high this time of year is 86, 87, and instead will be around 93 to 94 on Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a very warm weekend. Get ready for that. Even warmer on Sunday, mid to upper 90s for some areas across South Texas. All right, we'll leave it on the forecast a little longer because we have to get ready for the noon show. So we'll have another update on weather for KENS 5 News at noon, on weather, local news, and everything you need to know around San Antonio. We'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Make it a great one, and be safe out there. And again, next rain chance Thursday, scattered rain, 40% with a chance at isolated storms that could produce hail and gusty winds in San Antonio. Stay weather aware, be safe, and have a great Tuesday, guys.